guys, what's going on? Welcome back to my channel. Most of you guys know that my chicken Dixie was just killed by a fox yesterday. In fact, this video is probably going to be posted a month later, but I woke up this morning and decided to go outside and reinforce the chicken coop. We're gonna make it more safe so that the fox can't get in. I did not sleep well last night. I was worried that the top of the chicken coop, which has a tarp over it and a fencing on the first part of it, but not the back part of it, I was afraid that the fox was going to jump up, get on the tarp, and bust through the tarp and get in somehow, because foxes are sly. So I kind of figured that they were, I don't know, I know it's going to be back, so I am going to do everything I can to protect my chickens. I'm kind of still broken about this, extremely crushed. I am not going to sit well until I fix it. I had to do something right away. The only thing that I thought to do was reinforce that part. That's the first thing that I can do because I ordered a couple things on Amazon and they're not going to be here till Wednesday. I am not about to not get sleep for the next 5 days because today is Saturday. I have like so many days to wait until these motion light sensors come in and the trap comes in. I don't really want this to take away my being, and it is like I can't sleep. I am worried sick. I'm anxious. I'm still crying and sorry, but it hurts and I don't know what to do besides go out there and fix the chicken coop. I feel horrible that this has happened to my girl Dixie, and I don't want it to happen to the rest of my girls. I only have 5 more, so there are a bunch of things that I'm going to be doing right now. I really need to get out there and start reinforcing the coop because this fox it didn't care to come back in the daytime. It's going to come back in the night, and it just doesn't give a shit. All right, let's get going outside. I was worried that the fox was going to jump up, get on the tarp, and somehow get inside on the non-protected part. As you guys can see right there, this whole part is it's not protected by a fence. I have a bunch of chicken wire left over, so that's what we're going to be using. I'm going to be using zip ties to put it against the current fence that's up here, and I don't know how I'm going to connect it up there, but I'm thinking maybe staple it against the wood. I really don't know. I've got zip ties. I just went to the dollar store, got more zip ties. I got some clippers to clip some of this if we need to, but this is the only thing I can think of to secure this area up here. It is kind of zipped and stapled into there, but I can imagine the fox getting through there and digging through the tarp and being able to get his way in here. I have tried to reinforce this coop as much as I could with cinder blocks all the way around, cinder blocks right there when they go to sleep, and all the way around so that he can't dig under. But I am afraid that these loose parts right here that he'll be able to get in, squeeze his way in there, and we cannot have that. I'm going to be putting that chicken wire up there, hopefully putting it up with heavy duty zip ties. I also have smaller zip ties in there just to secure it as best as I can. If you guys have any ideas, please drop them in the comments below. This is crazy. I can't believe I feel depressed. I'm so depressed still. I can't even function. I'm not prepared for anything. All right, so I've got these zip ties that we're going to be using. I had a feeling that the smaller zip ties that I had, if a fox was to jump onto the wiring, that it would break through the zip ties. This is a pretty big piece. I don't know if it's 1 piece or 2. I think it might be 2. But this is the 3-foot stuff that I bought to make the chicken tunnels with. So good thing it's 3 foot and not that 1 foot black wire stuff. I have no idea how I'm gonna do this, but Gloria.
don't know if you guys can see that, but it is hanging down, so we are going to have to put it up some way. It's got to go up the other way to be attached up there. I don't know how I'm going to do this, but we're going to try something. And I do have extra chicken wire if we need to put some on the end of this just to make it go up further. Thank goodness for chicken boots, because I'm stepping in all types of shit. Love you, girls. Now we do have this small piece left over, and I'm going to use that to reinforce other areas of the coop, whether that be in the corner and the top up there, or even on the inside. There's a part where they roost, and there's a huge opening. I'll take you guys in there and show you how I've reinforced the inside of that. Most of it was done before I got here on the sides, so there was cinder blocks lining the sides, but since the skunk incident, I had to put broken cinder blocks underneath the closed part over there. I'm sure that foxes could dig under that because they're much bigger, cut bigger nails. I'm not going to put it past them. I ended up putting landscape timbers over there. I'll show you guys those later. Now I do notice that this is going to be able to be put up there like that, but I don't know how. Maybe I'll use a staple gun, but a staple gun is not too sturdy, but maybe I could. I don't know what else to do. Another thing that I just realized is that yes, there's the roof there, but with that being flimsy like that, I'm thinking the fox can get inside there and come in through this way, so we're going to have to reinforce this whole entire area as well. I do have this stapled to the outside or screwed into the outside. If it did find a way up here, it could probably get in through that hole, so we're going to have to reinforce that. That's stuck in there like that, but I'm sure that something can fit through there if it wanted to jump, so we'll put some more reinforcement up there. I'm going to staple it up there first. We're definitely going to have to secure something to the inner side over there because there's still a little bit to cover, so maybe these smaller pieces, or we could use the cutters to cut off smaller pieces from the big ones this could also probably be put to this post right there, so we're going to move the ladder and try that too. Nope, it doesn't reach. We're definitely going to have to add an extension on that one. So for that middle piece, I think I might try to double this up. I don't need such a big piece, like I don't need a 3-foot piece, so maybe just a 1.5 foot. This might be all we need, and then staple it up there. That might be even extra reinforcement. I'm going to work on zip tying this together. We're going to have to secure this side to the one that's already up there so that it's just an extension of the wiring, because right now there is nothing else to connect it to but that other piece. Now, one thing's for uncertain. I don't know if fox can chew through chicken wire. This chain link fence seems to be doing a good job. It's thicker wire, so they're not going to get through it, but this stuff is much thinner, so I really don't know if they can get through it or not. Now we're going to take this. Let's work on putting this to the other existing piece. I don't know if you guys could see that well, but I took the double part and I'm kind of securing it doubly to the other piece. Instead of just one, I'm like grabbing a couple different hoops so that I can secure them better. We have our other attached piece. It's not as big as the other one, so we're gonna have to fill in the corners somehow. Maybe connect a piece from the existing one over here to this one once it's up. But we're gonna now staple this into the wood that's up there. Put these down. Seems to be working. It's just too short here. Crap. It's too short on one end. We're gonna have to figure out a way to attach more wiring to this corner over here against this. So I'm gonna take a little bit of this extra wire and basically extend that piece. And we're gonna do that thing all over again. Or maybe I could use maybe a small piece from the other one because this seems like a good size to put either in that corner or in this corner. No, I'm gonna use this. Double it up again because, again, we don't want the fox coming through the top tarp by the roof line and get in that way. I need this extra amount. We have all of that other reinforcement in the garage, so we'll use that if we need it. Love you, girls. Them are mommy's girls. We're even going as far as bending this downward and then under so that it wraps around this pole. Like that. We still have some more reinforcement to do in this section here as well as this section over here, but for the most part hopefully won't be able to get through the tarp and then through the chicken wire if they do decide to jump the fence up on top of the roof to try to get in another way. I've already cut another piece for that corner. We're gonna start, I'm gonna double it again because I don't need this big of a piece, but could use the security of a double wire being over there. I hope it's long enough to connect to at least 3 of the corners so that the fox wouldn't be able to get in or even squeeze through if this piece was up there, which is the point of it. I really hope this one is long enough.
Hello, sweet girls. Them are mommy's girls. I'll go get them some greens.
And then I'm also going to attach the other 2 parts together that I just put. We made another double layer, big one. This is going to go in this corner, and we're going to attach it to the existing one first with big zip ties and staple it into any of the wood that we can. We are finally finished with the outside. You probably can't really see much of it, but I've got this whole section here stapled up. This is doubled. The only thing I have yet to do is this part right here is flimsy and something can fit through there, so I'm going to get a couple bungee cords and feed them through the wood, and there's a space over there. I think I can fit it through there, so I'm going to try to do that just to tighten that area up. This whole thing is stapled up there, double layered all the way down. This corner here is secured up to here. I don't think it would be able to get through here, but it is still possible, but I don't know, we'll see. This is all secured there. We secured the main one to that other fencing, and the door can still open fine because this was hanging down and it was touching at first, but I seem to have made it taut enough that it it doesn't open anymore. Everything is stapled and hopefully nothing will happen. If he does jump up there, he has to get through the tarp first and then he has to try to get through the chicken wire. I think we did a good job on this one. I think these holes are too small for him to squeeze through. When we do come in here, this whole entire wall is lined with bricks. It's basically built on top of the brick. The bricks are blocking anything from getting in there, and I've also got other deterrents up there like the wood. Over here, they can't get in. If they do get in, there's wood blocking that. I'm gonna go get some screws and affix this to this section here because this is from the outside, that outside tarp. I'm going to affix that there so they can't get in the hole, but of course they could dig under. We've got the landscape timbers underneath, got that section up there blocked off in case they want to jump. I might do something with that section up there because they could jump and get into that little hole there, but all of that was done in the beginning that they couldn't get through that space. And then of course I don't think they'd be able to fit through that space up there. The skunk was under there and I reinforced that section with a bunch of stuff. On the outside is landscape timbers. On the inside I had put some wood, some broken cinder blocks over there, even my broken hitch from my tiny house. Actually that's the broken hitch, but the tarp is on the other side of this wall, but again the landscape timbers are there. This side is the garage side, and that stays closed and I don't think anything can get in there. I hope that this place is pretty much secure now. I can rest easy. Look at that girl taking a dust bath. I went to the dollar store and I got these lights. I'm gonna actually put them on the building tonight, and they're not motion censored, but when you turn them on they are super bright. Yeah, they're like way bright. But I got like 4 or 5 of them and got 4 of them. And we're gonna put these around the chicken coop on the metal. I can Velcro them on the metal and take them off whenever I want. There's also these screws in here that I can screw them to the metal. Foxes, when they see a light on all the time, they get used to that and they think that nothing's gonna happen. I do have motion sensor lights on order from Amazon. These lights I'm gonna put probably on all 4 sides just to deter the fox from coming. They'll be up for the next 5 days. There's really nothing much more I could do besides reinforce the coop, add these lights because the trap isn't going to be here till Wednesday. The motion lights aren't going to be here till Wednesday, and I still have a bunch to do. I'm going to quickly get into the other stuff that I had in mind to do. I just reinforced the coop. That was the very first thing that I wanted to do. I can't sleep at night. I needed to have that fixed so that I could focus on all the other stuff. I bought a live fox trap. I am very unsure about this just because I did some research about the laws in Tennessee, if I need to relocate it, what do I do? How do I relocate it? How far do I take it? And come to find out, you cannot take an animal off of your property and relocate it somewhere else. It's illegal. What is legal is basically taking a gun and shooting them. But I'm against killing animals. Quite frankly, I want to kill this fox, so I might just do that. It is not something that I normally would have done, but I am very tempted to do it because I do not want them coming back. In this situation, I really don't know what I'm gonna do if I find a fox in my trap. I got a 42-inch trap, which I guess accommodates big animals. Now the next thing I'm going to do is get trail cams. These are basically infrared lights, night lights that either record video or take photos of what's crossing in front of this camera during the night. This helps in finding out where the foxes are coming, how many there are, if it's the same one, where they're trying to get at into the coop. And
And the last thing that I am thinking about doing, really am going to do it, I am going to get a Great Pyrenees dog. It's an outdoor dog that basically protects your livestock outside. I need to research more into the kind of shelter it is going to need, the food it's going to need. How do I introduce it to the chickens? Do I put it inside the coop? Do I let the chickens out with this puppy? Will the fox eat the puppy? Like, I don't know anything about this. Like, dogs, I'm very ignorant about dogs. I need to learn all of this, but as long as the coop is reinforced and I have all these other things in place, then I could work on doing those things and bringing that dog in. I really think it's going to be a good choice, a good investment. I hear that they're kind of pricey. I will just bite the bullet and just purchase this dog. If this dog is meant to protect my chickens around the homestead, then I am honestly grateful for that. I would spend the money to have that dog here, protecting them at all times. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and thank you for all your comments on my post when I posted about Dixie. She is in a grave in the mulch pile that I built a couple weeks ago. I'm hoping that the cinder blocks around her grave don't allow this fox to come and dig under those cinder blocks to try to get her, but she is in a black plastic bag under the ground, and I put a brick on her so that the fox can't get her. She is my pet, she is my family, so I buried her as such. I'm just hoping that he can't get to her. Rest in peace, Dixie. I love you. I am so sorry this happened to you. We're gonna protect the rest of the chickens and make sure that nothing happens to them. I thought the chicken tunnels were gonna be fine, but apparently they weren't. Those were basically for hawks, and I had no clue that a fox would come and get my chickens. Like, I didn't even think about it. Here I am worrying about raccoons and skunks and hawks, and here comes a fox in the middle of the day and he gets her. So I feel absolutely horrible, but we're gonna move forward. I am going to be able to sleep tonight, hopefully knowing that their coop is more protected and safe. We're just gonna wait to see what happens. I'm really hoping that this dog works out because I want to keep my chickens safe. Sorry about my emotional. If you guys like this video, please give it a big thumbs up, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button below and click the notifications bell so you can receive a notification every time I post a new video, which is every Sunday. Thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you for all of your support on those posts and in your comments and your suggestions. I will see you in the next video. Hey everyone, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. I can't do this. Most of you guys know that my no, don't put that.
Because I don't need such a big piece. I hear a V somewhere.